Okay, welcome back to our millions of listeners across the globe. We're back for stop squeaking that chair.
Sorry, mate.
This is
I
I'll
know.
call this season 3
Yeah.
of the podcast. We just took a couple of months off, but we're back, baby. So if you are listening, Mum, you're probably actually more Dad would be listening, and maybe one of our members might be listening too.
Your mum doesn't care, does she?
No,
It's
no.
only your dad who cares about your podcast career.
Exactly.
She spoke to me about it at your wedding.
Oh yeah,
which was nice.
Yeah, he's a big fan. He's one of the main commenters as well.
Yeah.
So we've got one fan and maybe one member.
But we're going to
Enjoys
be a bit more consistent, aren't we, with this series?
Yeah, just like our members are with training and how we recommend. We're going to be Mr. Consistent.
Get one out a month, is that the goal?
Yeah, and we'll be hitting it.
Yeah. It's in the calendar, isn't it?
Yeah. So season 3, which actually coincides with this month being August, we're coming up to 3 years as Southend, which is pretty wild.
Yeah, that is crazy.
How quick does that go?
Yeah, that is mental. 3 years of us being business partners.
Correct.
And the gym being Southend and us, that was in Maroubra, obviously, and now we also got a gym in Shell Harbour. So it's been busy.
Yeah, it's been really busy. Yeah.
Does that feel like super fast to you?
Pretty fast, yeah. Pretty fast. But it also feels like there's been a lot in there, so maybe it's not like gone in a flash or anything. It's still, because you have those long grindy days and some better, easier days as well.
Yeah.
In that. But overall, it's been pretty quick.
You're an experienced gym owner now. Yeah.
Kind of. It feels that way in some aspects. Definitely, obviously, we're completely different to right at the start, I would say. But still also feels like there's more and more. And I don't know, like more and more to learn and improve. And I don't know if that's because we're exposed to a lot of other gym owners, so you see a lot of other things, but also it really feels like the last couple of years, technology and gyms around the area is really like growing at a rapid pace. Plus online, like fitness content online it feels like it's everywhere.
I mean, people say it's always a saturated market about the gym space.
Yeah.
But it does feel like it's saturated, but also the level of gym now of like the quality of sessions, your quality of equipment, and your social, like I feel like as a business now, you're getting judged on how good your business is almost by the quality of social content, which is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is like laughable like 10 years ago. Or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it is kind of like if you were going to go somewhere, you would check out their Instagram page.
For sure.
And if it's not very good or active or whatever, straight away you're kind of thinking, oh, perhaps this isn't the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned this off my wife. She's been doing it for a while. I just, instead of like Googling places, I'll search Instagram and be like, I don't know, cafe in this area. So the same thing would be for a gym like CrossFit in this area, and you just look at the Instagram first as like a search engine.
Yeah.
So you get to, instead of like going to the Google page where it's like reviews, a couple of photos, directions, you get like a really in-depth. And that's what we try and think about with our social content. I think what people see when they come on, we're representing exactly who we are when they land.
Yeah, it's been consistent. I was thinking about this on the drive up, actually. It was about us being consistent across both gyms. So like our messaging, the underlying message is the same, but obviously we have slightly different demographics in both.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean our messaging can't be the same or very similar.
Yeah. Aligns back to the general mission,
yeah, because
right?
imagine we were saying something down in Shell Harbour and you were saying something in Maroubra, it would collide. And I think we do that naturally just because you and me are like quite similar anyway. When we're usually on the same sort of wavelength for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we talk 20 times a day anyway. You'll be enjoying the upgrade to voice notes. I'm enjoying the voice notes now.
Are you? Yeah. Yours are good too. I like it.
Because it's just easier, isn't it, sometimes?
It is way easier. Because text is like annoying. You have to look down at it and all that.
Yeah.
And because there's the way I talk, especially, is very like, a bit like that, which you can't really do in text.
Sometimes your audio messages is 20 seconds in and you haven't said anything. And I'm like, come
I
on,
know.
mate,
I
get to the
think
point.
I think that when I'm doing it, I'm like, I'm not really doing this. It's not super important. If it was like for
Is
a
that
job interview or something,
yeah?
I would maybe go a little bit sharper.
Back to the social media though, is that something which rewind 3 years ago from when we first opened? That's one thing I would change.
Oh yeah,
We just lean fully into
yeah,
socials, and like we were like you were already quite into it anyway. But what the type of post we were doing back then compared to the type of post we're doing now
yeah,
was way less frequent, way less trying to talk to our members stories, trying to
yeah,
make them a lot more like back in the day. Our posts on the gym socials would be like Easter holidays,
yeah,
you know what I mean, stuff like
yeah,
that.
exactly, yeah.
Whereas
Which it doesn't have barely any thought gone into it.
yeah,
Like it's
or just a
basically
random photo of
it's like a
fucking
newsletter.
Southend sign or something. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. It wasn't much to it. No thought. And I don't know what that was. I guess it was just lack of knowledge and education, right? I just
Yeah.
thought it was just about getting anything out there. Just being active basically was the main
Yeah.
goal, and maybe
Yeah.
doing some stuff that looks exciting and cool, but it doesn't. There might be a small place for that, but it's definitely not the big place now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I do feel
that's
like
true.
a lot of CrossFit gyms are probably a little bit slow on the uptake of all that sort of stuff.
For sure.
Compared to someone like you see someone like the Yard who does that like extremely well.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Their output, social media output, and their consistency and their branding is like top notch, and they employ a lot of high level like videographers for their brand.
Yeah, I know they even with when they onboard a new franchisee, that's part of the package, like exactly how social media should look branding wise.
Yeah.
So it's always looking the same across all the gyms in terms of a branding perspective. And then you go into the details of like member stories, showing the community all the things that they want to push. So, but yeah, I agree with the CrossFit thing. I think there's like this generation of CrossFit owners who wanted to just stay in the old CrossFit gym mentality and stay in that sort of box and just kind of ride it out that way.
Yeah.
Which is cool as well, as long as it's working for you business wise. But there's definitely a need to.
I just think for a CrossFit gym to survive, they've got to branch out into your general public.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
if you're not doing social media, how are you supposed to branch out?
Yeah.
And it's still, even like we're doing all this, and I'll say we've got the answers because we're still finding it hard, and we haven't found the answer or broken that like lead flow point. But like we've got a guy trialing tomorrow night, and he literally just goes to Anytime Fitness. He's a fit dude, 25, 26.
Yeah.
He's just said, I'm bored of going in and trying to work out what I'm doing
in
the gym. So it's those people. Imagine how many people are just like floating around these Globo gyms, kind of lost, kind of just rolling in, not really knowing what they're doing. They'll go on the treadmill for a bit, and then they'll go do a bit of bench and just do chest day. And then trying to tap into that market to show them strength progressions, new movements.
Yeah.
Culturally, like the people they can hang out with.
For sure.
Like the amount of people like who find their best friends and so on in the gym.
Yeah.
Rather than just going in the gym and feeling like it's a chore.
Yeah. That's literally my whole story.
Yeah, that was
CrossFit.
your experience.
Yeah, I don't know if you were choosing like a ghost character or that's an actual person starting next week at your gym.
Yeah.
This is very similar. Even the age is like exactly the same thing. So, but yeah, you're exactly right. There's so many people out there, and I think that's a cool perspective to have is trying to see yourself as or the gym as a place that actually genuinely wants to help people who are struggling with that sort of thing, who can't find their place or their rhythm in training, because everyone knows in the back of their mind, or 99% of people know they need to exercise and do fitness, but the hard part, there is some savages there that can just do it by themselves, but that's not most people, I don't think.
I would say a lot of time those people have a goal of like bodybuilding shows, or they want to particularly look a certain way or something like that. And we're not like, I don't know, we were talking about this yesterday, but it's like some of the reasons why some people might not want to join Southend would be if you literally just wanted to look as good as you could do
Yeah.
without with a shirt off,
Yeah.
we're probably not that place because we don't really focus on that.
No.
We focus on movement, we focus on intensity, consistency. Obviously, all that leads to
Yeah.
a good physique, but we're not trying to develop
No.
your bicep size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There is actually like which could be especially for the young guys, there is like this, I don't know how you would even describe it. It's like a social media trend, same as like how running and on social media it's kind of been a cool thing. There's even like cool clothes for it now, which it used to kind of be very dorky. But there's this whole subcategory for bodybuilders, like going in the hoodie,
Yeah.
dark solo,
Yeah.
headphones on. Like that's an actual archetype of a person who just wants to get jacked and whatever. And that works for some people, and that definitely belongs in those sorts of gyms.
Yeah.
But we're for the people who are not doing that part. Or maybe they get sick of that part.
Yeah, because they say CrossFit's for everyone, don't they? But like, do you truly believe that?
For everyone, no.
Yeah.
I think everyone could do it, like ability-wise.
Yeah.
But it doesn't suit every personality or goal. No.
No. Like some people just want to go headphones in, have a bit of quiet time, just do some simple bodybuilding stuff and get out, right?
Yeah.
Even them, though, I still kind of feel like they haven't really fully experienced it. You know?
I feel like that like once or twice a week, and I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at our gyms. I do our bodybuilding program. But yeah, there has to be that sort of craving for a bit of the social connection, camaraderie, and actually doing something a bit more uncomfortable and pushing yourself.
Yeah.
I think.
So do you think over 3 years, so 3 years ago we started, and from then to now, how do you feel like Maruba's gym has like developed, changed? Do you feel like it's still, in essence, the same place?
I think
because there's a cool place. Like we want to keep that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like we want to keep it
Yeah.
to what it was.
Or
What it is.
I think at a certain point, probably after about a year, we realized that we could actually, because we knew that everyone could do it, but we actually lent into it and went seeking those people, those beginners that hadn't done gym experience. Like we had a lot of people that came through referrals, or they did CrossFit in another city or country or whatever. They were like the CrossFitters that came, and we were kind of for CrossFitters who kind of already knew what they were doing, or maybe they came from like F45 or something like that, like a little stepping stone into it. So when we realized that you could actually market and welcome full-blown beginners, I think that really expanded who our gym was. And it was funny because not focusing on like the competitive athlete with such a good environment and program, it actually ended up that we have a lot of really good athletes that started not as good and really went that way. There's also just the everyday people that come in and train, and the difference between them when they started as full beginners who they weren't coordinated, couldn't move a bar over the head and that sort of thing. And now they're not doing competitions or anything, but they can actually do all the movements. They know the terminology. They're connecting with people in the gym. That's probably the biggest difference, I would say, going from like a smaller sample size of CrossFitters into this big expansion, which still includes those hardcore CrossFitters as well, but also has that middle portion, which is bigger than the competitive side.
How fucking cool is it though when you get someone who's a complete fucking beginner, like literally no experience? Like you have like a 40-year-old mum of like 2 or 3, never been to a fucking gym before, walking into the gym.
Yeah.
And now like 6 months down the line, they're just like turning into these like little animals.
I just got goosebumps because it literally it literally is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's very impressive. Impressive from them as well, because it's not an easy step.
Sometimes when I'm talking to them on the phone, I'm talking to them and like I can't even like explain to them what it is, because they're saying things like, I just want to tone up a little bit and things like this, right? And I'm just like, I know. Yeah, we'll get you toned up, right? We
Yeah.
just need to get you in there because, like, as soon as you start describing anything, you're just gonna lose them, right? So it's trying to talk to them about like how they are, their experiences,
Yeah.
if they've had kids, that life sort of balance, and then what sort of training regularly could potentially do to their life in a positive way.
Yeah.
And then getting them in there, and then making sure that first interaction with a coach is first session. But I literally have no issue, like no concerns when they go into the gym. Like all our coaches, even our members, the amount of times you just have a new member just standing there, she'll come in and say, I'm coaching, or one of the coaches, they're about to go over, and then you just see a member just like swoop in and just say hello.
Yeah.
Or like say, oh, hey, how are you? My name's so-and-so. And
that's when you know you got the right people, hey, in the gym.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, I didn't think everyone's so welcoming, everyone's so nice.
Yeah.
And then so they start feeling comfortable, and then the progression from there is like developing skills or strength, and then suddenly they're like, I didn't realize I could be strong. And then they start seeing those progressions of like deadlifting 25 kilos, and then they're like, oh, I just deadlifted 50 kilos, you know? And then they start having this belief in themselves that they can be strong.
For sure.
Which I still feel is, like, for a lot of women, still a bit of a misconception or belief that they can't be strong.
Yeah.
And it's so cool when you see that progression, because I've seen it so many times over a year we've been open now. So many beginner mums particularly come in and just see this progression of strength.
Yeah. Particularly when popular media has always suggested that a woman should be sort of like bikini physique, maybe green smoothies type vibe.
Yeah.
But when they can see that there's actually so much more to what a training lifestyle is, like having strength training, getting sweaty, getting chalky, laughing with your friends at the gym, like that's all. Getting chalky, not too chalky, it's a bloody mess.
Keep that chalk in the bucket, please.
The amount of times I've considered banning chalk, but anyway, it's still there. And actually talking to friends in the gym, laughing, like being a bit silly, like it's cool that there's to show that to more and more people that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally empowers them. Like they literally feel like, fuck, I'm capable of like way more. Like what, if I can do this, what else can I do? And then they're like, I'm going to do this. And then they'll start saying like I had one of Erin, she was a complete fucking beginner. And now she's like, she said to me the other day, she was like, I want to do a bar muscle up. I like just saying that out loud.
Oh, so
it's
good.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she's just like, just saying that out loud is like a big step for her.
Yeah.
Just to say something like that, like a bar muscle up.
Uh-huh. The classic one is I just popped into my head is the like the breaking the limiting belief thing is the box jump. Like how many people have you seen that they do that standing in front of the box jump? Like, there's no way I can do this. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like they'll literally do it for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then a couple of weeks later, they're jumping over the box multiple times. Like that's just like a broken down example of exactly that.
Because like on the flip side where it's not for everyone, I do feel like the style of training at Southend and Southend as a whole does pull people into the point of like more so, I want to do this every day if I can. You know, I mean, it might not be able to because of kids and work and stuff, but it's something which is there's a lot more like enjoyment to it, I think. Than people realize there would be.
For sure.
They initially joined to, I need to lose a bit of weight, or I need to get a bit fitter for something, or I just need to sort of start moving my body.
I know I need to go to the gym.
And then it surprises them how much they actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then need that in their day.
Yeah, because it's actually fun as well, right? Like you have the fitness aspect. It's fun.
Hey, I was just in my 8:30 class this morning, like just to squeeze it in before I came up here. And it was just me with 6 other mums in my 8:30 class. And we just all fully sent it. It was so sick. It was so good. I just like, and we all scaled like different weights and the movements and stuff like that. But everyone's just like head down and getting it done.
Yeah, that's cool. I had actually, as you mentioned, who you were talking about before, that didn't really realize their ability, and it's kind of a different demographic too. I had in yesterday, young lad Saxon. It was his second class. He's actually, remember Hamish?
Yeah.
His brother,
Oh,
young
yeah.
brother. He's only like 24 or 25, young lad, and he was so nervous outside. I could see him outside, just like scared to come in, sort of thing. And then it was crazy the difference. Like, he's brand new to CrossFit. He was even telling me like, I'm just super nervous, like around people I don't know yet, and I've never been a gym guy. Like, I've been to the gym like a couple of times in my life and did a couple of sets and just left. I just couldn't do it. So it was really cool. We went through some power clean, push jerk stuff. And then what was we did the reverse lunges and strict handstand push up progressions yesterday. And he was already like, he was asking so many questions, and like he didn't know what a what's the structure? Like, go start a new set every 3 minutes. Like, he was learning that, then learning the movements, the progressions of a couple of things. And it was just like a completely different mindset at the end. He was like, thank you so much. Like, he was so grateful. And it was cool to see, like, he's a young guy, fit in his own way, like can run, does like marathon type stuff. But just to see him go from that super nervous person now, and then he came back this morning at 5:15 a.m. keen as, just to see that shift from even someone who would think can do everything, being a young guy, super nervous coming in. And I think it would be good for people to have the knowledge that no matter, like, he's a young guy and he was nervous. Imagine, like you were saying, a new mum might be nervous to come in. There's an option for everyone, and that's why it's so beneficial and it works, because there's an option for everyone to come in. And then they realize how welcoming everyone is, and everyone started somewhere and they're now doing that, and it's kind of inspirational for them as well.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. It's something part of the job which is definitely one of the best parts of the job, like seeing those sort of transformations in people and the belief system within themselves. Because I don't know about you, but we can get a bit obsessed with the cancellations a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, it ruins my day.
Yeah.
Ruins my
And it's
sleeps.
like we had one in Shore Harbour like 4 weeks ago now. It was the last one we've had, actually. We haven't had another one since that, which is crazy. But she's like a long-term member, and like no hard feelings from her, like cancelling and stuff like that. But every time I get a cancellation like that, who's like a really awesome person to have in the gym, she'd been a member for a long time before we took over, you just start questioning like everything.
Oh, 100%.
Like, is what we're doing here programming wise correct? Is like the gym set up correctly? Is the coaches delivering like 5-star sessions every session? Are the members all like as good as we think they are? Is there like, you just start questioning everything.
Yeah.
But the truth is, sometimes people just need a change, or people just, there's something going on in their personal life.
Or they move away or whatever.
And also with Shore Harbour, it's a little bit different because these people were already going to a gym which had like boot camp and HIIT training sessions in their gym. And then we've come in and just made it. And there was CrossFit as well, but then we've just made it all CrossFit. So I do think there was a bit of a transition of like some people just didn't love that style of training. Which is completely fine as well. But then I sometimes think that, how do we make it where you try to keep everyone happy, but you just can't keep everyone happy?
No.
Like, even with this change of programming we've had with a new cycle, which is a little bit less like CrossFit-y with a little bit less Olympic lifts,
For sure.
but then some other people complain about that, what I mean? So it's just like, it's impossible to keep everyone happy with it.
The first 4 weeks, it has been, the thing is, it's so it's a foundation block for context.
More positive feedback than negative.
Oh yeah. Sure. I've had so many people who are like, this is awesome. Like, this is everything I've wanted to do for a while. It's for context. Anyone that doesn't know, it's a 4-week block of very foundational strength movements, single leg, like lunging and the Bulgarian split squats. So it's building a foundation for a healthy body before we move next week into the next block. But yeah, the people who are kind of like hardcore CrossFit all the time, I want to snatch technically and heavy.
On a Monday, what I mean? Build to a heavy.
I'm just like, it's just 4 weeks. Don't worry. Like,
I know.
It's not forever. And it's so beneficial if you actually do it. And other people are like, this is amazing. I want to build my booty. Like that. Yeah.
So my point to that is that like I think, especially for us, is trying to like focus on like those people you were talking about of like who we're trying to make the difference to when you see these transformations, and we're not always gonna be able to keep everyone super happy.
Yeah.
And not getting bogged down by cancellations, even though, that one was like in my head for about a week.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like they're so nonchalant. They're just like, oh yeah, so I'm just gonna cancel for a bit, and you're just like, everything stops.
This is devastating to me, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, I've like through as you mentioned, that like the lead flow and we're sort of in a everything's great, but it's probably the quietest, and I've talked to a lot of business owners, the quietest period for a while. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Obviously,
this year's been quite
obviously winter as well.
Tough,
but I have been covering quite a bit of coaching the last 3 weeks, which I usually don't get the chance to, and that's actually gotten me through more positively in this like quieter business side, where I would usually just be at my computer like seeing all this like data, cancellations, sign-ups, slow leads, all this sort of stuff, like in that sort of rut. But actually getting on the floor and seeing all these people, seeing these improvements, this happiness, all of this in person has been like a real positive kick up for me personally. Do you think that's changed
you? Do you think moving forward you'll try to coach regularly? Not as much as you are right now, obviously, but like weekly or regularly?
I would like to, for sure. The tricky part is we have such a strong team of coaches who all need more hours, and they're all really good coaches. So it's actually hard for me to get a start because the team's so strong, and there's only a limited amount of hours in the week, obviously, in the timetable. But that is my goal for sure. Yeah, it's because it's such a good connection to what's actually happening on the ground.
It's always going to be a positive within the gym, I think.
For sure, yeah.
Like if you're there coaching, and like I've been coaching regularly, weekly, at least like one full morning, and then a couple maybe in the Arvo somewhere as well. And like you just start rebuilding those connections with the members sometimes.
100%.
Just doing the classes, which we do anyway. Yeah. But you do miss people, don't you?
For sure.
See people and stuff like that. So,
big time. Yeah.
It's just rebuilding that sort of like founder-led sort of connection with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, which is like at the root of CrossFit, right? That's why it's a different type of training methodology.
Yeah. But on the flip side, like we were talking, like you've been coaching a lot last week or two, and then you're like you done 8 hours yesterday, and then you coached this morning, and you're like, I'm fucked trying to then do the admin side.
Yeah.
Do like
you lose track
of
the
social media stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was feeling guilty yesterday, like I didn't reply to emails from like the morning until like 8 p.m. last night. I was feeling like a bit weird, but it's probably a normal amount of time to wait for an email, for example. Didn't do my post until in the evening, sort of thing. But yeah. Did you want to go? We thought we might celebrate the 3 years with a bit of a couple of member wins, recent wins. Did you want to do a couple of those?
I mean, we've been trying to do that more recently with the on the weekly email as well. It's just like shouting out to people with their weekly wins, and it's not even like a PR back squat. It could be, them hitting 3 sessions a week for the last 4 weeks. First time they've done that in a long time.
This is one of the great wins. I love that.
I
love that. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be like just nuances to training rather than those obvious ones. And I feel just a level of like, so people feel like they're being heard, I think, as well, or seen.
It's that green light, isn't it? That green light.
Yeah.
Given the green light.
Who you got?
May I go first for one?
Yeah.
And then you can go if you like. Linda, classic. She's one of the most engaged members in terms of like, will comment on posts, reshare stories. She might even watch the podcast. She does. She told me.
Shout out to Linda.
Shout out to Linda. And funny you talk about consistency because so for context, she's married. Her husband, Matt, has joined the gym in the last year or so before.
Fellow geezer.
Fellow geezer.
Has he joined the gym?
Yeah, he's a full-time member.
Oh, fuck. I
Yeah.
didn't realise that.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Previously he was kind of doing drop-ins.
Yeah.
Or not drop-ins, 10 packs.
He's someone when as soon as I met him, I felt you should be
Yeah.
here.
It just took a while. I
yeah.
can't remember what he was doing before. I don't know if he was at another gym or just work was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, they've got a little kid, Harry, as well, and their first child, Ginny, their Labrador. So one thing she said when we asked for a bit of context around wins, she said about her consistency.
Yeah.
So the fact that her and Matt can train. So usually Matt comes in at 6.
Yeah.
Linda arrives at 7 with Harry, the son. Then they do the switch. So she said she loves the ability to have that transition. Harry can come into the gym, grab a broomstick, and everyone claps at him and laughs with him and all that sort of thing. Ginny gets to have a run around when there's a run in the workout. So she loves that transition, and that's meant that they actually get to train multiple times a week as parents with a young kid. And like you mentioned, you thought Matt would be a good fit. She called out on the community factor that one of the members, Duncan, was when Matt first came. Duncan was back squatting. She thought, I think you and Matt would be really good friends. So they paired up on the squat, and she was grateful to make that connection because now she said they connected at the Christmas party, and now they go to each other's birthday. They have pizza and beers together. So it's like this friendship just came from that. For sure. Yeah. Easy to be friends with, for sure. So yeah, consistency and community. Pretty cool win.
Yeah, love that.
What about you?
My wins, shout out to all the 9:30 mums.
How many other
animals? Mate, that class pumps. It's mental. Like if you walked into a gym at 9:30, you'd be like, this gym is like maxed out.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Yeah.
We're just at 9:30 just pumps.
It's a great time. Great time to train.
So when we first took over, the 9:30 class was seen as a mums and bubs class. And it was just a 30-minute workout, whiteboard, coaches write up a workout on the whiteboard. That's what they had. And it was like, maybe like, you get like 3 to 6 mums in there. When we took over, we wanted to like work on that and like develop that into something bigger. So now it goes for an hour now, and it's programmed. Then we changed it to CrossFit base. So it's got a scheduled strength and workout, and it's like a lower level of CrossFit, I guess. But it's still CrossFit, but it's just maybe not as technical in some of it. Some of the strengths and the workouts. And then we added a creche as well, with carers. And now you see the mums in there now, and they're just like, there's like this shift where they're starting to like push themselves, and a lot of celebration where they're like lifting heavy, like
so cool.
Big lifts. I saw a lot of them attempting handstand push-ups yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah. Like that just shift of like, no, we can do this, and we just slowly like creeping it in.
Yeah.
Like we've started doing the strength from a CrossFit program in the base program.
Yeah.
Which has been cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't really see why we can't have that in the base.
Yeah.
And then the workout can be slightly different.
Yeah. That's awesome. So it's gone from like just kind of showing up to get a little like boot camp sweat on. Into like actually progressing through.
And they've got such a close
skills
community in that 9:30 class.
Yeah.
Like there was a mum in there today, and she was, going through a bit of a hard time, and she got upset, and then there was like 4 mums around her, like giving her a hug, and
that's cool.
They go out for coffee afterwards, and they're all like catching up. But that shift in like how they sort of see training as well.
Yeah.
Like
that's cool.
They're not just there like,
yeah,
oh, we don't do technical stuff. They're like actually giving it a good go. And
well done, man. It's not easy to shift a full.
So the win is
like
the whole 9:30 class.
Yeah. Take the win on that.
Yeah.
I got a few more. We might go for a little bit more, if that's cool. I've actually got plenty here. I might go to this one. So this is 3 different people who actually aren't connected at all. Fernanda, Philia, and Rafa.
Oh, yeah.
So these are 3 people that at some stage they had to leave. Rafa was his work shifts. He's a manager in hospitality. Philia is a mom.
Yeah.
And Fernanda had to move away for a little bit as well. But they've all all come back to CrossFit, and they all three of them individually said to me, "You ruined the normal gym for me," which is pretty powerful.
Proudly you can say that.
Yeah, proudly can say that because it's the same thing for me. Training in a group environment like Southend is very special, very special. So to hear them all say that individually, this is because it's in the last few months that they all came back.
Yeah,
like that was very cool to see. And I was telling Kirby, one of our members, yesterday or the day before actually, that when I was overseas, I could do like the bodybuilding program, like you can just switch your mind off and do that. And I was doing some CrossFit classes every now and then, dropping into a gym. But like maybe like half a dozen times I went into a gym by myself, like a bodybuilding gym, pulled out like an echo bike or a rower and pulled up our conditioning program from the app, did like 2 sets and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm like, I cannot do it without the other people around me. There's no way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're like, no, I don't want to overtrain or like, this is stupid or whatever. But if you have a clash, you do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not stopping. No way.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Nice. Ruin the normal gym.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my shout, I'll do one more, would be so we have 2 couples who are Colombian who come in the 6 p.m. class. And
nice people.
When we first opened, I remember them sort of coming, they came to an open, I think, one of the open workouts. And I was just chatting and they'd never done sort of CrossFit and they were sort of like, just sort of checking it out. And they were friends with Lydia, I think, and stuff. But now they're very core people in the afternoon classes. Laura and Sebastian, because I won't see them. Well, I've been doing some Arvo classes more recently. But like Laura's just like her physique has changed dramatically. You know, we were saying we don't focus on that, but it is a byproduct of that.
Yeah.
Of training consistently and hard.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Yeah. Inevitable, really.
Yeah. And Sebastian's like movement on the gymnastics and stuff improved so much. And then cool. Andreas is like just this massive personality in the gym, and
he's such a good vibe.
Says hello to everyone, loves everyone, and they're very like key components of that afternoon class.
Yeah.
And it's sort of cool to see how they weren't even part of a gym and now they're like central figures in that.
Yeah.
In that class.
For sure.
And shout out to Sebastian because he's been dealing with some like knee issues, and he said to me about putting it on hold, and I said to him about dropping you down to open gym, but it's just so you can still get into the gym and just keep moving your body and still use the coaches to help you and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's doing that for the next 4 weeks.
Awesome. And you're still around everyone then as well.
Still get in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to be doing a class, but you can still, and the occasional workout, you might be able to jump
exactly,
whatever,
scale it. Yeah. Change some movements.
Yeah. So shout out to the Colombians.
Hola, Colombians. So good. Yeah, I love those guys. Yeah. Very good vibes.
Especially down where we are, because we're mainly Australian.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say that, like, because you, like anyone from overseas tends to stick with their own kind of communities which is fair enough. And they're obviously in their little group as well, but for them to be integrated into the gym so strongly is a massive step. And obviously it's worked out great for them. But the big step at the start would have been nerve-wracking, I imagine. Like you speaking to them, you are from England, but your English is a bit suspicious, I would say.
They look at me very strange.
Yeah, and
I was trying to tell
English.
him something a workout the other day, and he was like, all I could do was blah, 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 blah. I was like,
grab your water bottles, boys.
Water bottles. Yeah, I know.
That's awesome. Nice one, mate. We do have a few more here, but we don't have time, so maybe next episode.
Yeah, lovely.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We're back, season 3. Subscribe, like, or block, whichever one you prefer. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.